The London Interbank Offer Rate, or LIBOR, is a reference interest rate for $350 trillion in bonds, loans, derivatives, and securitizations worldwide. It has been dubbed as the world's most important number. This benchmark, which has been used by many institutions since 1986, is set to be replaced at the end of 2021. Over the years, the global markets have grown in size and complexity, but the methodology for calculating LIBOR rates has remained largely unchanged. LIBOR has increasingly relied on expert judgment rather than actual market transactions. In 2012, several major financial institutions colluded with one another to manipulate the LIBOR rate by deliberately inflating or deflating the interest rates to force the LIBOR rates to move in a direction that would support their own institutions' trading activities. The resulting reforms aim to achieve a shift away from individual trader quotes to observed transaction rates and to increase the population on which those rates are based. The transition from LIBOR will impact businesses in many ways and goes beyond accounting. It requires a multidisciplinary team with expertise on business activities, control processes, systems and IT infrastructure, risk management, and financial performance. The International Accounting Standards Board issued a two-phase amendment to accounting standards to address the possible effects of the LIBOR reform. Phase 1 considers the reliefs to hedge accounting in the period before the reform, and Phase 2 addresses issues relating to a number of accounting standards that might potentially arise during the implementation period of the new benchmark interest rate. It is important to note, however, that these reliefs can only be availed if the changes and amendments to existing contracts are directly attributable to LIBOR reform. In November 2020, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas issued Memorandum Number M-2020-083 requiring all universal and commercial banks and their subsidiary banks to submit a report on LIBOR-related exposures starting with a reference date of September 30, 2020, due to be submitted by December 15, 2020. BSP reminded all BSP-supervised financial institutions, or BSFIs, that the periodic quantification of LIBOR-related exposures is only one aspect of the transition process. Overall operational readiness is essential to the smooth adoption of alternative reference rates. It is expected that the regulator will issue further guidance as the transition plan for most BSFIs are ongoing. Are you ready for the new interest rate benchmarks to replace LIBOR rates? We understand that this process is challenging, and PwC can help you speed up this transition together with our dedicated LIBOR experts in the Philippines and the Asia-Pacific region. If you have any questions, your PwC team is here to help.